Hey guys, Mr. J here. Welcome back to another Frostborn video. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys basically going through season 24. Show you guys, what to do and stuff that is available, stuff that is currently new to the game. I won't be covering everything in this video because it's a lot of stuff to be covered, so stay tuned. Definitely smash like. Also smash subscribe so that you can not miss any future content or live streams or tips and tricks. Also keep in mind that this is the OBT and everything is currently not available for the global. So season 25 is not available for global. Keep that in mind. All right, so this is season 25 rewards for the season pass. And first thing first, as you can see here, there's a couple of different things here. You get the boar. I'm guessing that it says bonus level. So if you purchase in the premium, the plus bonus, then you get the top sections. If you purchase the premium, then you get the lowest section, and if you're free to play, then you'll get the middle section. But keep in mind, just to be honest, bro, every single section here is actually good. The free to play section is actually good. We're going to show you guys more in the free to play section here. Also, this is what I'm speaking about here. So you have 3 different purchases here. You could buy the season pass. You can buy, well, the season pass, you will not get any levels, and you can buy plus 10 levels. Then you can also buy the bonus level, which you'll get all the sections unlocked. But if you buy the premium pass, you'll only get the lower section. If you buy the boost levels, you'd also get more levels, plus you'll get the top section. So that is good. I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of good things here. So at the start here, as you can see, you get the silver Thor's coin. So this coin is similar to the token, like the tooth pass tokens. You could use to purchase the season rewards at the trader and get legendary gear, weapons, legendary chests to get the full gear. Also, you could buy with the basic Thor's, well, the gold coin of Thor. That one you could purchase the legendaries, and with the basic blue one you could purchase the regular items like the regular crates and all that, so you can get all those resources, which is good from the trader. Also, you want to keep in mind that this season 25 here has a lot of rewards. I definitely recommend this season here. Also, we finally got Thor's. Further ado, as you can see here from the scouts pack here, you can get the light beaver. Keep in mind that the light beaver does give you extra storage, so that is a good mount to have. It gives you more storage in your backpack other than your legendary backpack. Also, you can see here we got a rank 2 horse for the boost levels. Also, you get more legendary gear, weapons in both free to play and pay to win section. If you do purchase in the season here, you will indeed get more stuff. Of course, you'll get more legendary gear, more items, all that, because you did pay the extra. For the free to play section is actually good. You actually get a betrayers and also Elvian sword and shield. You also get more purple tokens. You also get silvers. You also get, as you can see here, more legendary weapon, Elvian weapon. Also, we do get the dagger here. Also, for the pay to win section, you get the explorer's bag, which is super helpful. Also, you get more silvers here, meteoroids. Also, the Elvian flask. Keep in mind, for the new players to the game here, this Elvian flask is the most expensive flask in the game. You don't want to lose that flask. Once you get it free to play, you also get 50 coins free to play. You don't want to spend your coins. You want to save your coins for the repair table if you are free to play, and if you have not received your free repair table, you want to definitely save your coins. Keep that in mind. Also, we have here the Desert Mage 3. Once you open this class, then, well, once you take it from your inbox and have it, once you take it from your inbox, then you will gain access to the Desert Mage, which is pretty good. I'll make a video on the Desert Mage, so stay tuned. And you also want to keep in mind that this update is actually a huge update. We were waiting for this update for years, for like 4 years now. The Sanctum of Thor is actually a huge update. This is a step to opening the Sanctum of Thors. All right, so the first item here that we do have is the Golem Warrior level 1. This is a new item to the game. So it's a golem that protects your base. It defends your base against raiders while they attack the base. So they would have to be in range though for them to attack. We also have the sorcerer. So we have the first warrior, then the sorcerer, then we have the archer, then we have the assassin, and last we have the mage. But the mage is way more harder to get. You'd have to be district 177 to get the mage, which is pretty awesome to have these to protect your base. Keep in mind, once you place these golems down, they have a range So if any enemy, come into contact within that range, then the golem would then attack. But you'd have to also give the golems weapons, and the weapons do have durability, so it could technically break. So you'd have to also keep that in mind to repair those weapons. So the level 1 would require a green weapons. Then once you level up, then you give it a purple. Then the last stage will be legendary. Also to keep in mind, you cannot place any golems without being inside the room. I'm not sure if this works for every single item or every single furniture in the game. Another thing that is really exciting that they did add in season 25's update is that you could definitely pick up these walls. So you can pick up any wall you want to pick up, which is good. You don't have to no longer destroy walls to because it wastes money, it wastes resources, it wastes time to not be able to rearrange your base. So you could definitely rearrange your base in season 25, which is awesome. So the devs are definitely adding a lot of cool features. As you can see here, we are also trying to place the golems in a different room. We are unable to do so because we'd have to be very close to the golem, to the floor here, to be able to place the golem. I'm not sure if it's a miscoding or if it's a glitch. I'm not sure. Keep in mind, this is the OBT server. This is not global, so it's fine to have a little bit of glitches and stuff within the OBT. That's what the beta testing is for, or the beta testing. I'm not sure what you guys call it, potato patata. But as you can see here, we're able to then place it down. It seems to be that you got to be close to the golem to place it down. I'm not sure if that's a glitch or that's how the developers intended it to be, but that's pretty cool. Either way, here we have the golem. We'd have to place the green weapon. It cannot be a purple weapon or a legendary because it's only level 2. So you can level up your golem to your maxed level. Keep that in mind. So we at level 2 you give it the green, at level 3 I think it will be purple, then at level 4 I think it will be a legendary weapon. So also to keep in mind that these golems protect your base from raids. So if you start a raid, someone break the wall, once the golem is in the range, similar to Clash of Clans, which is awesome, bro. I'm gonna be very honest, this is awesome, bro. And I really love this update. This update is everything that I actually wanted. Sanctum of Thor is also, you're able to pick up your walls and rearrange your base and stuff. But you'd have to have a crowbar, which is going to be a little bit annoying. But I think the crowbars will definitely be also easy to make. You'd have to make the crowbars within the advanced smelter. So that's where you made the crowbars. But I'll definitely show you guys in another video. So as you can see here, we did place a sword and shield. This is a green weapon within the golem here. So that is pretty cool. You'd also have to have these bags. I did save a lot of these bags in the global server, so I will be definitely making a lot of these golems early on once the update is out within the game here. Also, you'd have to update or upgrade these golem stones with the stones. So there's some special stones that you'd have to use to upgrade these golems to the next level. So it's like similar to upgrading a class, but it's pretty simple to upgrade it because you're using a stone to like upgrade these golems. So that's pretty good. Hopefully you guys did save these bags to make these golems. It's also a personal item, just to keep that in mind. Also, the crowbar is absolutely amazing, bro, because to place the crowbar, to be able to take up your walls and stuff, it literally like fixed the game, man. I'm gonna be honest, because you're just breaking walls, which are very expensive. So we can like create different designs. We can structure a base, differently. Probably after a raid or something, you could change your base design, in case we want to raid again, which is, pretty awesome, man. I'm not gonna lie. So as you can see here, as I said before, you'd have to be close to the golem to be able to place them on the floor. I'm not sure if that's intended or that will be changed before the game is released, but there's a lot of cool stuff that are new to the game here. So I'm going to craft here the green dagger also to give the assassin here. Then I will go ahead and give the archer class the green bow because they're at only level 2, so they're only able to accept the green weapons. They can only function with the green weapons. They won't be able to take legendary or purple because of the level that they're currently at. So we'd have to level it up. a little bit more, be able to give it purple or legendaries. Also, you can see here, learn this class first, the Pathfinder 3. So you'd have to get our class of Pathfinder 3 to be able to gain access to this archer here. That is pretty cool, because you'd have to be like high above your golem to be able, or to have the same skill that your golems have, to be, for them to be able to operate the base. I'm not sure if it's your magic or something they're feeding off, or I don't know, man. They're just draining you, which is pretty cool. So these golems are gonna protect your base, your chest, so you can put it on your valuable chest. Then once the raiders try to raid your base, then the assassin here or any other golem would be able to protect your loot. Imagine these, that would be cool. I want to actually see them in live in action. I'm currently PvPing, but as you can see here, the golem will independently attack the enemies with the weapon you give it, consume durability, attack range 3 units. So in 3 units, it's able to attack any enemies. That's pretty nice, man. And the archer has more range. The assassin has a smaller range. And the berserk have a slightly larger range, which is, that's absolutely amazing, man. So during raids, you'd have the mimics. Raiding, so you can actually defend your base, with a lot of stuff. So you'd have the golems, the different stuff, like the golems, the mimic. You'd have the electric thing. I don't remember what the name is, man. Relax. A bunch of different stuff to defend your race. That is pretty cool. All right, I'm absolutely stunned by this update, season 25 here. It's an amazing update, bro. I absolutely love it thus far, just by adding the options to pick up your walls, and also the option to have golems to defend your base. Also, we have a bunch of different stuff to defend your base, but most of all, to be able to pick up your walls and redesign your base to how you'd like it. That's basically saves resources, time, and energy, bro, because you'd usually just break the walls and stuff. That just wastes your ability, your efforts, everything, bro. And further ado, as you can see here, we have the Sanctum of Thors. So this is the main picture here for the update. We have the portal to the Sanctum of Thors. So unfortunately, you cannot enter through the front gate of the Sanctum of Thors. You'd have to use the portal. The portal is the season. That's where you get all the season rewards and everything. But you'd have to go to the zone to get the key to then enter the portal. So it's similar to you'd have to use key this time. It's not similar to the lab, but the lab you could enter freely, but would have to use the keys to enter the portal of the Sanctum of Thors. That basically gives you like a view of how inside would look, but I guess it will look totally different. Bro, I'm absolutely amazed that this is finally here. I'm absolutely stunned, and the scout is just speaking a bunch of stuff here. All right, so the portal marked on the map. First find the thunder, blah, blah, blah. The Sanctum of Thors, of course, is swarming with monsters. We explored these small floors. It was dangerous to go any further. When you're inside, restore the obelisk of protection and bring me the tokens of Thor. They'll serve as protective talismans if we decide to move to explore further. The portal in the center of the Sanctum of Thor will take you to the next floor of the Sanctum. The further you go, the better the loot, but monsters will get stronger and you may run into other mortals. Remember that you can leave the Sanctum when you want to use the exit portal. That's all I think, and please talk to the Elder. Will do, sir. Will do. Definitely will do. Let's go ahead and speak to Elder here. Usually the Elder will have the main task. I'm not sure if it will have the main task or the side quest. Well, let us see here. Skull already told you about the obelisk of protection, didn't he? And I warned you about the monsters. Kill them and find their blood. So we'll need the monster blood here to, give the Elder. I don't know if they're using for testing or whatever, but you got to give them for, to get your rewards. You will be able to exchange monster blood at the altar. All right, able to magic. Will not miss opportunities to study better knowledge. Yeah, exactly what I said. You'd have to give them the blood. I'm guessing they're using it to study these monsters or whatever. You can find monster blood in the loot from monsters on the second and third floor of the Sanctum of Thor. If all these pension confuse you, read the stone. So if everything here just confuses us, the stone would show us the tutorial here. But let's speak to the trader here. As I stated before earlier on this video here, that we can use the gold coin here to purchase the legendary weapons here. The legendary weapons here can be purchased with these gold coins of Thor, and also of course we can use coins to purchase legendaries. Also, so this is where you give these different bloods here. The monster blood, you have the small one, the basic one, regular one, and we also have the large blood, so you'd have to give both. And of course the purple one gives more point, the blood crystal gives more point here, and also the blue one gives less. So that's where you give the season points. You'd have to go to the portal, then you'd have to receive those from monsters, also from chests, and then you could give it. So we can get here with these basic Thor's coin. We can get those items that are pretty expensive, so it's pretty cool that you can actually get those with basic coins and stuff, tokens. You can purchase those. So this is a W update. I'm gonna be honest, man, this is 100% a W update. I actually absolutely love this update. I was so excited, bro. I was actually sweating, bro. I'm like, this was not even expected here. All right, let me go ahead and just read the rest here. All right, so the main entrance of the sanctum remains closed from now. Please stay careful, blah, blah. Activate the portal and enter the sanctum. You'll need a Thunderstone, which can be found in the chest in any forest or rock location. Inside the sanctum, you have access to 3 small floors. These scouts have already explored. Use the portal in the center of the floor to move between floors. On the first floor of the sanctum, you will only encounter monsters. On the other floor, you can run into immortals. If you explore the sanctum with your friends mode, you may encounter an enemy family. You can find monsters, blood, and loot from monsters on the second floor and third floor of the Sanctum of Thor, and exchange it for powerful enchantment at the altar. Those enhancements will help you explore the sanctum. You can leave the sanctum at any moment using the exit portal. So you can use the exit portal to leave the sanctum at any moment. It's pretty fast, so you'd exactly exit pretty fast. So if you're, if you don't want a PvP, you can quickly leave. Keep in mind that the family zone, you will be able to encounter players which are in a family, and also for the solo zone, you can also encounter a solo player. You want to keep in mind that the solo zone, you will get matched with your class, so that's pretty balanced. You'd have to go in with your max class though, because if you go in with a level 3 class expecting to get matched with a level 3 person, if you have a max class but you enter with a level 3, you might get matched with your level 4 class. So you want to enter with your highest class. So we're gonna go here to the zone here to get the bolt or the lightning key, whatever it is, to then use that to enter the sanctum. We're currently in Garm's Fang location. This is the yellow rock location, and we're gonna go ahead and kill these. Boom. I'm just gonna use the gear that I have here because it's OBT. It doesn't matter if you lose all this stuff here. So it's a Thunderstone. I was kind of correct. So you got to get these Thunderstones to then enter the Thor location. So keep in mind, you can find these Thunderstones in any yellow or red location. The yellow zone is the solo zone and the red zone is the family zone. So keep that in mind, but you can find these Thunderstone in those locations. Peace.